This is the earliest start we have had so far in this season. Of course, it's almost noon and pretty overcast conditions right now. It's time for the CBFS Under 14 T20, and of course the match is between Desert Cups and Little Masters. The semi-final, the first of the two semi-finals, and with me I've got the match referee doubling up as the umpire as well, Mohammad Kashif. We've got the captain of Desert Cups, Nafis, and we've got the captain of Little Masters, Arav. So it's going to be Desert Cups to spin and Little Masters to call. Heads is the call. It's a head. Come forward, let's have a chat.
We're going to go for bowling first. We're going to go for bowling first.
Yeah. Any special reason for that?
The pitch looks like it supports bowling. So our coach just told us, as you win the toss, just choose bowling. Because we want to restrict them as much as we can. So we can have a good game. Yeah.
So you're looking to chase. What do you think will be a good total to chase?
To chase around 120 should be a good total for us to chase, yeah.
And excited playing the semi-finals, live telecast. How does that feel?
Definitely. I mean, live telecast is one that all children hope to wish for. So that's why we just want to play well for this game.
Good luck for the game.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Come forward. Happy batting first?
Yeah, we wanted to bat first anyways. So like, we hope to put up a total of like 170, 180, give a good fight, and like we'll do our best.
And you think 170, 180 will be good enough to defend?
In such a ground, in the prestigious Sharjah Stadium, I think 180, 170 is the best.
And what do you have to say about the live telecast and the feeling performing in front of people?
I mean, like our players, they're all excited. They're all like elated to play in such a beautiful ground with a live telecast on. So like, let's do our best, right?
Good luck for the game.
Thank you, sir.
That's the news from the middle. Well, Little Masters have won the toss and they will be bowling first.
Good morning, everybody. For the first semi-final of the CBFS Juniors Under 14 event, the first semi-final is going to be held and between Desert Cups and Little Masters Cricket Academy. Desert Cups is being led by Mohammad Nafis, Ethan Jude, Sarang Anal Kumar, Arshil Hussain, Rishid Raj, Naman Bhatt, Aiden, Priyansh Patel, Arhan Chopra, Ishan Rajesh and Prajesh. Little Masters is being led by Arav. They have Mustafa, Talati, Parth, Sachin, Arya, Rohit, Varunder, Neil Siddharth, Hardik and Shivam. It's a bright and sunny day. This is KR Nair welcoming you. Along with me is Nishant. There is a nice breeze blowing across the ground. And welcome, Nishant. Here we are for the first semi-final, under 14 CBFS junior tournament, which has provided the stage for these youngsters to display their skills. We saw the first two semi-finals of the under 12, which ended in Desert Cups, reaching the final, and will take on Tellicherry Cricket Academy on Monday.
Yes, that is for Monday now. Two semi-finals of the under 14. First up, let's find out what happened at the toss. In fact, the toss has been won by Little Masters, and they've elected to bowl. Today it's a little overcast.
Little Masters is relatively a new academy when compared with Desert Cups. Their Little Masters have some real Little Masters in the team. They're all warming up. The captain, he has a Dhoni hairstyle hair. You must have met him during the toss. That is the Dhoni of the early days.
Yes, and he's there. And all these kids are very excited to play. That is always good to see. The excitement level of the kids. We'll dive in a short break and we'll come back with live action. all set for the action to begin here. Arshil Hussain will be taking strike.
Desert Cups has a lot of experience. The players are given a lot of exposure as they tour to countries abroad. And as the first ball of the match, on the spot, played cautiously off the back foot.
Now, what is interesting is that the Desert Cups captain said that he's looking at a score of 170, 180.
That's a brilliant confidence. He must be knowing the kind of batsman that is in the dugout. Outside the off stump, cut away through the gaps. The ball is racing away towards the boundary. A very, very casual run up to the boundary. I think the fielder was so confident that the ball will not cross the boundary.
But it did.
And it did.
They're off the mark now.
They are off the mark. Very good. 4 runs. That was very well picked.
Four of 2 for Arshil. Rohit on strike.
It's a bit wide, but it has not been declared a wide. Rohit wanted to know whether there was a judgment regarding that, but they get a single.
Now Sarang has played it towards sweeper. He will pick up a single and get off the mark as well.
A confident shot to get off the mark, getting behind the ball. And that's a very good delivery, played straight to a fielder. The last ball of the over coming in. Outside the off stump, left alone. And that's the end of the over. 8 runs coming off it.
First over done.
Many parents have come to watch their children play, and some of them are even filming the action. As next is Sachin, a right arm fast bowler. Good run up. On the spot again, played off the front foot, straight to mid-off, no run.
Yes, in a parallel universe, Sachin would have been a fast bowler. That's what he wanted to be.
Yes, he was, even went to the MRF Pace Foundation, where, and what a loss it would have been maybe. This is played straight. Another good delivery. Arshil is a confident looking batsman. They are playing with a straight bat, as you can see. Coaches must have told, when you settle down, play in the V, as Sachin bowls. This time pushed on the spot again.
Arshil and Sarang have to give them a good start here.
If they want the score of 170 that their captain said. That's the ball came in, but they go for a single.
The boundary in the very first over has been scored. The power play going on, they would want the boundaries to keep coming. Two fielders outside the 30 yards are both square of the wicket. Deep backward point and deep backward square leg.
Sachin wide, tried too much and landed up wavering in length. As per the rules, there is no repeat ball for wide, but 2 runs are given. The score moves to 12.
It saves a lot of time.
I think,
oh, that's another wide.
yes, I thought he escaped being declared the wide. And so that's the end of the second over. 14 for no loss. And that's a good delivery from Rohit. Rohit is an accurate leg spinner.
This has got a nice loop going. I think just the length that he needs to work on. Yeah, that's more like it. That's gone up in the air and taken at mid-off. Just said that it's the length that he has to work on. And he pitches it in the right area. It goes straight up.
Virtually spooned that ball. It fell on the spot, and that was what Rohit was aiming at, tossing it up, asking the batsman to go for that shot, and he got caught. Very well judged catch. Arshil walks back, caught Varundar for 5. So Desert Cups lose their first wicket.
And the captain walks in at number 3.
Wanted to play a cut shot, misses. The ball bounced to, well collected by the keeper. Rohit boosted by the wicket he got. Another nice delivery. Cut and a misfield helps Captain Navis get off the mark. The live coverage helps the crits to go back and learn what are the mistakes they have committed.
Sarang on strike.
Off the back foot, straight to a fielder, no run.
Good over this from Rohit. He's picked up a wicket, so that really works very well.
Another good delivery, another misfield, gets a single. So, yeah.
3 overs bowled. It is 16 for 1.
This time edged. Shivam the bowler, and that goes for a boundary.
Yes, they want boundaries definitely, no matter how they come. That was a genuine edge there. And, that's how they get the boundary. Much needed one.
Shivam, another right arm leg spinner. Good delivery, good action. Another misfield. Looks like in the anxiety or in the enthusiasm, they're taking their eye off the ball. This time shot outside the off stump, not been forced, goes straight to a fielder, no run.
Yes, just a little excitement.
Good delivery on the spot, played off the front foot, no run. Sarang is a copybook style batsman, very elegant, plays. This time he wanted to cut, misses. Shivam is getting a turn, has been accurate so far.
And it's good to see that these young people, they have got a lot of leg spinners in them. 4 overs bowled, it's 20 for the loss of 1.
Varundar is the next bowler. Little Masters have been introducing bowlers at a brisk pace. This time off the back foot, punched away, well fielded. Brilliant stop. It was racing away to the boundary.
Yes, we've seen some very good fielding even at the under 12 level.
Yes.
Expecting a little better here.
And this time, once again, another good fielding and a good throw too. Brilliant. This is the age you have to develop into a very good fielder. In cricket, it is very, very important with all formats being played that you can even be picked into the team for your fielding. So sharpen it, and as John D. Rhodes says, enjoy your fielding. You will love it.
Yes, that is very important. I think enjoying the fielding is very important. That is something that they'll have to...
Off the back foot, straight to a fielder. Excellent bowling from Varundar. It's an art also to bowl to a field, the field that captain set.
Varundar, of course, took a good catch at mid-off. First wicket to fall.
22 for 1. 2 more deliveries to go in this over. Outside the off-stump cutaway. A bit of a fumble, but still no run.
Last ball of the over. Decent over so far. Just the 2 runs coming of it. Shot pulled away. And 1 bounce over the boundary for 4. So boundary to finish what was turning out to be a very good over. 5 bowled, 26 for 1. Five overs, 4 bowlers used already. Shivam into his second.
He gave away just 4 runs in his last over. Excellent delivery. That's the spot that a good leg spinner should aim for.
Yes, proper delivery. This is of course the first semi-final of the under 14 T20 league. England and Sri Lanka are featuring in a game which will decide who goes to the semi-finals.
Yeah. Sri Lanka, who performed brilliantly in UAE, has not been that brilliant in the World Cup. Light to the cover region and gets a single.
Yes, in fact, Sri Lanka have been eliminated, so it's England's game basically. England win, then they go through. And Australia at home will be knocked out. And if Sri Lanka win, then New Zealand and Australia go through.
And this time off the back foot, cut away, but no run. Shivam continues his accurate deliveries. Difficult to force him.
Yes, gave away 4 runs in that first over, just 1 run in this over.
A fluent drive, but gets no run.
Still just 1 run conceded.
Let's see how he completes this over. Last ball of the over. Driven past the fielder. Gets a single.
That is the end of the power play then. 6 overs bowled, 28 for 1.
Another bowler is being introduced. Arav.
The captain comes on then. Captain to captain now. He's also a leg spinner.
Cut away. With so many leg spinners in the side, the team should be Little Masters leg spin team. Huh? Arav bowls. Shot, hit back and dropped. He has hurt himself.
Oh, that was it straight back at him. He'll be very disappointed that he didn't catch it. Oh, that came a little hard, quicker than he anticipated.
Arav is a very talented player. And this time off the back foot. He has produced many deadly spells in junior cricket. This time once again wanted to play a big shot, but steered to the point region and get a single.
Eight of 13. There's what Nafis is batting on. Again on the shorter side. Again, Arav fails to collect that.
He almost had this wicket. He could have this time tossed up, well driven, but no run. And so that's the end of the 7th over, 31 for 1.
Bit of turn.
Good turn. It's lovely to watch leg spinners bowling a good line and length. Oh, what a beautiful delivery that was.
Ball of the match so far. Beautiful delivery indeed.
Should have made Shane Warne proud. Beaten all ends up. Sarang faces. This time shot cut away off the back foot. Goes to deep. Gets a single.
Nafis on strike. Nicely bowled. Looks to cut. And they pick up a quick single. Good running between the wickets there.
With spinners in action, the overs are going very fast. This time, off the back foot, pulled away. Gets only a single. Did not connect it properly. The last ball of the over coming from Shivam.
What a spell it has been. None for 9.
Once again, beautifully tossed up. They go for a single. So end of the 8th over, 36 for 1. Arav last year backed 6 wickets for just 3 runs in Sharjah Cricket Council's Academy's T20 Under-14 tournament. This time outside the off stump.
Yes, Nafis and Arav up against each other is a very good contest this.
This time outside the off stump. Driven powerfully to the deep for a single. You know, in that 6-wicket spell, he clean bowled all the 6 batsmen, all the 5 batsmen. Oh, sorry, he bowled 5 batsmen, clean bowled.
Wow, fantastic indeed. That just shows that he's very particular about the line that he bowls.
Yes. This time it's a wide.
Just as I say.
Commentators, what do you call curse? Sometimes we say that. When we speak highly of somebody, he gets out also. It happens sometimes. And this time, on the spot, excellent delivery. This boy has nearly 60 awards for match-winning performances. This time he plays to the leg. Many youngsters I roam around and write, budding talents, feel sometimes very happy because even UAE captain Ahmad Raza was from schools cricket. I have been writing about him. And now, but the present captain Rizwan comes from Kerala, Tellicherry. He has been an outstanding performer, got the first century for Kerala in international cricket, a Malayali to get a century.
Yeah, we heard about that as well.
Yes, he got a huge welcome back in his hometown. When he went, the whole town celebrated his return. Now Shivam into the attack. It's a full toss, well fielded, but they go for a quick single, very powerfully hit. Lot of encouragement from the parents as well as the dugout. That is what they need. They need the claps, because they are on a stage which the Sharjah cricket has provided to perform, that too at a historic ground where the maximum number of international matches have been held. And this ground is a busy day today. After this, there is a double header of the CBFS senior match. And Nishant and myself will be in the commentary box. We are on a marathon.
Yes, it's going to be a marathon indeed.
Enjoying the company of Nishant, who does a lot of commentary in India. Come in for this tournament.
Yeah, it's been a good almost 2 months now. It looks like they're taking drinks.
Yes, they decided to, before the completion of the 10th over, they decided to have the drinks. So we'll take a break. So action starts again after drinks. There were five more balls remaining.
Shivam into his fourth over. It's been a very good first half for Little Masters. They'll be very happy, and as you said, they are a relatively new side.
Yeah.
They will be very thrilled with the way they've bowled so far. Brilliant delivery.
That even surprised Sarang, and brilliant keeping, I must say.
Yes, absolutely. Very good take behind the stumps there. And to consider that they started with a boundary. This has been a superb bowling effort.
Undoubtedly. Desert Cups must have been surprised by the number of spinners that is bowling accurately. Though they have scored 42, they have not been able to accelerate the run flow.
Excellent bowling this. 4 overs, none for 11 for Shivam. Halfway through, 42 for 1.
And this time a good looking shot, but well fielded. They had to really rush for that single. Varun is the bowler.
A lot of noise around the ground. So Varun into his second over. Nicely tossed up. Sarang pushes it towards mid-off. And look at how quickly Varun gets behind the stumps, ready to receive the throw.
These are the basics which have to be enacted and made a habit. Shot outside the off stump, hit powerfully, beats the fielder and goes for a boundary.
Much needed boundary has come, and after quite some time from the bat of the captain of Desert Cubs, Nafis.
It's time for them to accelerate now, and this time beautifully, look at that, it beat the fielder. A back foot shot that is needed now. Once again a similar looking shot but fielded well.
Not getting the placement right on this occasion, Nafis. He's batting on 19 of 25, Sarang batting on 14 of 26. Captain of Little Masters, Arav, mentioned that they want to keep them to less than 120. think he will get what he wanted.
The way his bowlers are bowled, including himself, has been excellent. Tying down through leg spinners.
Last ball of the 11th over. Is it uppishly? And he will get another boundary. 2 boundaries in that over. Just giving Desert Cubs a little bit of momentum here. And they get to their 50 with that boundary as well. 11 bowled, 53 for 1. This was a shot. Nicely hit straight back past the bowler for 4. 53 for 1.
Rohit into the attack.
Nafis on strike. A lot of air given by Rohit. He's the man who picked up that wicket.
He is not at all hesitant to flight it. Nice loop. If it falls on the spot, he is a dangerous bowler as he bowls. Hit in the air and straight to a fielder. And that is what he wanted. He gets his second wicket.
Yes, Rohit, we've seen it that whenever he has hit the right length, he has managed to pick up his wicket. Second time he pitches the ball up, just about the right length for the ball to turn quickly. And Sarang Anil Kumar pays the price. He departs for 18 of 28. And Desert Cubs, 2 down now.
He hit it in the air, straight to Arav. This is, we were talking about how he is dangerous if he lands on the spot. And before the delivery, we saw it happen. Years ago, I was with EAS Prasanna in a India-Pakistan match in Bangalore. And he was sitting next to me, and he was telling that Danish Canaria should flight it. You know, even must give little more air. So I was thinking because he was getting his wickets, that's why he is telling. And then one delivery, Danish flighted it, and exactly like he wanted. And he said, yes, that's the delivery. And Virendra Sehwag was cotton bowled. And before he completed, so much of control, they can sit here and understand, you know. That's watching cricket helps a lot.
Following the game helps a lot. Understanding the game helps a lot. And I believe that you keep learning every day.
Yes, of course, that is, anyone who says that he knows everything about cricket, not so. Even Sachin says that there is a lot to learn.
Absolutely, completely agree. And of course, I feel that the 2 months that I've spent here, probably learned a lot.
Yeah. See, the very fact that people believed that this place cannot have big cricket. But we have proved everyone wrong.
Again, an excellent delivery from Rohit to finish the over. 12 overs bowled, it's 55 for 2. Shortest delivery this time, looking to cut Arav into his third over. So Rishit is batting on one of 4 deliveries now. There's a new man in, joining his captain Nafis.
Flights, it's hit in the air, and Arav gets a wicket. And that was uppishly hit, and also it, like the last over, it landed at the right spot, asking the batsman to have a go, and hit in the air.
Yes, simple catch taken there, and that is another wicket down. 3 down now. Desert Cubs with that as Rishit Raj departs for 1 of 5.
In leg spin, you have to judge the ball right and then execute the shot. And when you toss up, you really feel like going for a big shot. That's the years back I used to always, when we used to come and watch Abdul Qadir in action. You know, he will come from the side dancing and his action, and then he flights the ball and you will think that it should go right out of the ground. But the man had the tricks. Once it pitches, he's deadly. What a bowler he was.
Yeah, fantastic bowler, no two ways about it. And of course that lovely story, the anecdote that does the rounds when Sachin toured Pakistan, was hitting young Mushtaq Ahmed for 6s. Abdul Qadir challenged him, and what are you hitting a kid? Hit me, and he went for 5 6s.
No one expected. I've talked about Sachin's Waka Yunus to Wasim Akram and all of them. So we never thought this man who came out to bat is such a talent. But I was fortunate to see him play schools cricket in Bombay while as a reporter. So I told them that I had seen them before you all saw them. I saw him.
Yes, I must say that's very fortunate. I was fortunate to witness a landmark Sachin innings live from the ground. And in fact, I was a part of the broadcasting team as well.
Yeah.
So it was the India-Bangladesh test match in which Sachin got his 34th test 100, equaling Sunil Gavaskar's record. We're all part of a reality show named Dream Job Harsha Ki Khoj.
And this time off the back foot, finds the gap and it goes for a boundary. A bold shot. And very well picked, and that rises to the boundary.
So Nafis will have to take the attack to the opposition now.
The mantle of carrying his team to a big total is on his shoulders. He has been at the middle for long, played 30 balls to score 25. And he has the strokes, he has the power.
Scored almost, faced almost half the deliveries. Oh, that's nicely struck again, but straight to the fielder. Because now those singles will also have to come. They'll pick up another one. that will be the end of the over. 2 runs to finish. 13 overs bowled, 62 for 3. Varundar into his third over has been expensive. 17 in his 2 overs. Very different from what others have done.
That's a good pick up and throw, but the batsman ran well. This pair has been running well. Last time also we saw they convert a throw, an overthrow for a run. As off the back foot, straight to a fielder.
Nafis 27 of 32. Varundar has to bowl a few tidy deliveries here. That's short and wide, cut away, but straight to the fielder. You won't mind dot balls at all.
For the runs he gave in the last over, better line and length. Let's hope he continues. This time a good delivery, forcing a well settled Varun to play off the front foot.
Two more to go in this over.
Second time in this over this is happening. There's a change in the fielding. From the covers, a fielder has been pushed to the cow area. And this has been beautifully hit for a boundary.
That was a very good shot. So Varundar has conceded far too many boundaries here, and Nafis moves into the 30s with that shot.
The mistake Varundar has been, he's off the pitch, he has not been able to push the ball. It pitches and waits for the batsman to have a hit. And that's exactly, and Nafis has utilized it well. This time I think there is a disturbance in the side screen.
Last ball of Varundar's over here. Again, well tossed up. I think that is much better. He's just bowled a little too short and wide, but that was much better. 14 bowled, 67 for 3.
And Sachin is the bowler. They go for a quick single. Nafi is on 31 to the strike. Sachin, all the traits of a good medium pacer. Off the back foot, played straight to a fielder, no run.
Sachin bowled a very good first over. So I'm pretty sure that he'll just want to carry on the good work.
This time, and that's a drop.
So that is something that he will not be very happy about.
This was hit in the air very powerfully. He got his hands to it, but it popped off.
Yes, he'll be very disappointed. No two ways about it. That should have been taken.
And at this stage, to get him out would have been very important for Little Masters. He's a very set batsman. And this time, played the square of the wicket and go for a single. This is what Ishan should be doing. Give as much strike as possible to Nafiz, who is sighting the ball well. Play the role of the second fiddle.
32 of 38 for Nafiz. He would want to get to that strike rate of more than 100. That's nicely struck. He's got it into the gap. That will be 4. They need more of those, don't they?
He's a very, very fine batsman indeed. A captain's knock is what we are seeing now. Beautifully hit. Look at the way the bat went through the full flow and the ball races to the boundary. Bowl shot at him and he will punish. As Sachin bowls the last ball of the over. And this has been powerfully hit. They go for one and they go for the second.
So 2 more runs scored with that. And that is the end of the 15th over. It's going to be 76 for 3.
Very well hit. This time it is Ishan who has picked a boundary. Very well struck.
Yes, that was nicely struck. Was doing a pretty good job at this point in time. Ishan, if he can get these boundaries, then he'll be very pleased.
They're beautifully accelerating the run flow. They were a bit behind. Now they are unleashing their strokes, picking boundaries. And that's a very good delivery from Rohit. Rohit has bowled extremely well. Already taken 2 wickets. Of the back foot, pulled away and straight to the fielder.
He picks up another wicket. He's been on top of things today. Rohit, no two ways about it. Brilliant, brilliant take that. 3 wickets for him. Ishan Rajesh, just when he was looking dangerous, gets out for 8 of 7.
Arav takes his second catch. He has positioned himself for those catches, knowing well the batsman could play such a shot. Look at that. Goes, pulls straight to the fielder. $80 for 4. Nafis is on 38 of 40 balls. That's a good sporting gesture. Wicketkeeper giving a boost to the batsman. Very sporting.
Yes, that's one thing that we've seen here. It's been very good to see.
Arhan Chopra, the spirit with which they play, the enthusiasm, they throw their body into everything, they give their best. This is the stage they have got to perform. This time taken on the full, driven, gets a single.
We've definitely got up to a much better position. And that is pretty good to see. They would now be in a position where they can try and push towards that 120 run mark.
Can Rohit pick one more wicket? This time outside the off stump, played straight to a fielder, no run.
$81 for 4.
Last ball of the over coming in. A great spell indeed. Will come to an end. This is one of his very, very good deliveries, but driven well. So he completes his over with 3 wickets for 16. Great spell, 4 wickets, 4 overs for 3 wickets and 16 runs.
82 for 4 after 16 overs.
This time hit very, very powerfully. Well picked by Navis.
Nafis slowly but steadily moving towards that. In fact, now he's got a strike rate of 100. Run a ball.
Brilliant. It has been a great batting. Take the responsibility totally, and to hit Sachin for a boundary is remarkable. And there once again, what a good looking shot. Gets a single. No, he didn't. He didn't go for a single. It's hit in the air over the fielder. We have to wait and see. It's a boundary. Yes, it's a boundary. Very well picked out. So the hit in there with a lot of power, and almost a little more he would have got a 6.
Yes, just a little short of being a 6. So 4 more runs scored there.
He's racing towards his half century. He deserves it. That's the kind of strokes he has played as Sachin bowls. This time powerfully hit, but there is a fielder. He gets only a single. Moves to 48.
2 more deliveries to go in this over. Over number 17, 91 for 4. Now definitely looking at a score of 110 from here on.
I like Sachin's approach to the wicket. Beautiful run up. And this has been hit. Powerfully beats all the fielders and goes for a boundary. Arahan. Good shot from Arahan.
Arahan gets a boundary as well, so it's all set.
Runs are flowing now. Look at that shot. Beautifully played. Beats the fielder. Beats another fielder too. And goes to the boundary. Desert Cubs nearing the 100-run mark. And this time cut away. This will go for a boundary. Yes.
What an expensive over this was. Sachin now has conceded 28 in 3 overs, 17 bowled, 99 for 4.
Arav bowling his 4th over. He has got 1 wicket for 13 runs. Shot. Hit powerfully, well fielded. They go for 2. And there is a run out chance and he's out. Arahan is run out.
Yes, he wanted the 2nd run. He'll probably get to his 50 as well, Nafis. But Arhan run fell short. So that is a run out.
He basically ran for his captain to get his half century, and in the process lost his wicket. He did dive, but not a bit early. That's something called the sliding dive. That is something they have to learn. Even there is another dive to the crease called the flying dive.
Yes, that was a very, very good job done, but just fell short.
That is full toss, hit through the gaps. And what a way to bring his half century.
Yes, that is 50 for Nafis then with that boundary. Very well played. Now, his batting in excess of a runner ball is done pretty much.
It has been a great knock, a great captain's knock. And this time, once again beats the fielder, goes for a boundary. Nafis is on fire.
Yes, Nafis has decided that he is now going to take it completely on the bowlers.
Great batting.
And he goes again. This time it will be the first 6 of the game. What a shot.
It was a treat to watch how he picked that delivery. Picked it on the full, hit it with mighty power, and it went for a 6. Great batting indeed. He is on a mood to destroy the bowling. Look at, gets beaten and jog. Jig, I should say. I'm very happy with that wicket keeper. He appreciates the batsman too. When he completed his half century, he acknowledged it. And this time, they go for a single. Nafis is on 64 at the end of the 18th over, 115 for 5.
So Varinder will bowl his final over, the penultimate over of the game. Now 130 looks a possibility.
Exactly. It's hit in the air, but good enough to get a single.
Deliveries remaining in this innings now. Should look to get to 15 at least.
Desert Cups have really recovered from the slow run flow, and the man who is responsible for the show is the captain Nafis, who is on 65.
Goes for the big shot. Naman just managed to clear the fielder there, and he will get a boundary.
He's on a murderous mood, going for the shots. Look at that. Bravely hits it, beats the fielder and goes for a boundary.
Shot pulled again into the gap, and that is a desperate attempt in the deep.
Well fielded and without being, and there is an appeal for run out.
But I think the umpire has not given him out. One of the reasons is the first one to check if the save was proper. Because it's a boundary, yes. Because I'm pretty sure the batsman there was short of the ground. That would have been run out had the save been clean.
Yes. So he gets a boundary. Naman. Desert Cups have crossed the 120 mark. The total that Arav wanted to restrict Desert Cups. And
good stop. Good stop. That will just be a single. And now with 8 more deliveries to go, they can fancy 140.
that is when batsmen are in full flow, even 150 is possible.
Clubbed across the line, just a single. Naman, 9 of 3 deliveries, has done well. So Vrinder and Sachin, the two bowlers, probably conceded far too many runs.
And this has been powerfully hit and go for a quick single.
19 overs bowled, 127 for the loss of 5 wickets.
The last over is being bowled by Sachin. Nafis on 66, Naman on 10. Wild swing, did not connect, no run, good delivery. Look at that.
Very good delivery indeed.
That's so. that's the pressure telling on the bowler. When batsmen are on an aggressive mood, that's the time when bowlers have to get on top, not waver in length. This time on a length, but goes past the fielder for a single.
$129 for 5 into the 20th over here. And Nafis, what a knock. This has been 66 of 54. Has been spot on. Naman has given him good support. 11 of 6. Just the kind of knock you want your partner to play, and that's another poor delivery. Too far outside the off stump. Another wide.
A lot to learn for Sachin from this match. He can go back and have a look at the television where he went wrong. The coaches can correct him too. And this time a mighty hit up in the air, and that's a 6.
Well, that was almost a 6 in the full boundary.
From the moment he hit it, it was bound to be a 6. Very well picked. Nafis moves to 72. What a batting show it has been. What a captain's knock. 3 more deliveries from this over.
Yes, just about coming to the end of the innings.
Steered to point. They go for a single.
So 137 for 5. Definitely 140 is on. Naman on strike, 11 of 6. Nafis, what a knock, 73 of 56. Full toss outside the off stump, off the outside edge. Single taken. $138 for the loss of 5 wickets. Last ball of the innings.
Nafis faces. And that's a wide. Seeing Nafis step out, he bowled a wide. Once again steps out and hits it powerfully. They go for one, they go for the second, and that's a run out. So Desert Cups have scored the runs that they needed.
Yes, 140 is what they've got. They'll be pleased about that. No two ways about it. This has been a pretty good score.
Nafis walks back with a stroke-filled 74.
Now it's up to the bowlers to do the good job. Nafis not out of 74, 57, the star of the game so far. Nobody really coming close to him. The next best score was 18, and they finished with 140 for 6 in 20 overs.
Even little masters are being uploaded back to the pavilion.
Rohit, the pick of the bowlers there, 3 for 16 in his 4 overs. Sachin, very expensive. Varundar, very expensive. And Arav was a little expensive as well. That is how they managed to concede 140 in their 20 overs. So 141 is the target in 20 overs, required of 7.05. We'll take a short break and we'll be back with the run chase.
So 141 Little Masters need from the 20 overs at a run rate of 7.05 an over. The umpires are in the middle. The stage is set for exciting cricket. Can Little Masters bat and reach the score? Or can Desert Cups restrict them and enter the final? It will be a special moment for them if they do, because their under 12 team have already reached the final, and it is now the role of the responsibility of the under 14 team to do the same. The batsmen, both the batsmen are already in the crease, in the middle. During such a chase, a good start and the momentum is very, very important. Nafis is also opening the bowling. A bit of field adjustments, and the first ball of the innings, and hit high over the fielder, and they go for a single. They've started off with a very, very risky shot, going for a big hit. Arya gets a single.
And Sachin is on strike. Okay, that's a little familiar. Sachin opening the batting.
This is very elegantly played, and they go for a single. Nafis is a very talented all-rounder. And once again, Arya hits it high, this time straight to the fielder, and is out. He had played a similar shot to the first ball, and this time once again he repeated that shot, and this landed up being caught.
Yes, so that is the first wicket down very early. In fact, they also lost their first wicket early. So I don't think That little Masters will really mind this. There's still a chance that they might get runs on the board. But right now, it's 2 for 1.
The captain has come out to bat. Arrow takes guard. As we were talking, it is very, very important they give their full name. Down the leg side, it's a wide. Because even we have got the sheet without the full names. It's Arav Hariharan. That's his full name. It's important to this time played off the front out through the gaps, very well picked by the deep fielder. They go through for a single. Why I say this is because sometimes you say Mohammed. It can be any Mohammed, Mohammed Shahzad, it can be Mohammed Kareem, Mohammed Ahmed. So, played off the back foot to square and goes for a single.
Yes, I think that is very rightly pointed out. Full names are so very important.
In fact, when I was reporting for the newspaper, I had insisted that whoever sends the report should have the full name, because imagine if Sachin Tendulkar is there and you put Sachin, it could be some other Sachin. You know, so it's when you put Sachin Tendulkar, you know that is Sachin Tendulkar. Or here is a Sachin.
Yes, we don't know Sachin what.
Yes. Off the back foot.
Now we see some left arm bowling.
Ishan Rajesh. Desert Cups have given the full name. Excellent delivery, almost edged. The wicket keeper was about to appeal. Good delivery. Off the back foot, played to mid-on, no run. Sachin was on 2. They've lost an early wicket.
Practice again, that's back to the bowler. So this has been a good over from Ishan. Left arm over the wicket is what he decides to do. That's a very defensive approach if you ask me.
Left arm accurate. This time excellent. Another good delivery, but they go for a single. The first run of the over. One more ball to go.
Yes, excellent bowling so far. Just the one run. Well, it's a left arm wrist spinner, so makes sense that he's bowling over the wicket. End of the over, 2 overs bowled, 7 for 1. Excellent delivery from Nafis to start his second over, right up there. Looking to flick it away. Wrapped on the pads appeal, but of course going down the leg side. Short and wide, cut away, and it goes through the fielder. Nafis will not be happy with that effort. That will be a boundary for Sachin.
That's a good shot, lovely shot. Such shots are needed to maintain the momentum. Very well picked. 130 is needed from 17.4 overs. This time picks the gap beautifully. What a lovely shot. Very elegant looking drive off the front foot. Sachin growing in confidence after that boundary.
Nicely bowled, nicely played, but straight to the fielder, recovering after the boundary there, Nafis. Couple of deliveries remaining in this over, 7 of 11.
Beautifully flicked, and that goes for a boundary. Very, very well picked.
It's all about picking your spots. That does half the job for you. It was full on the pads, nicely picked up by Sachin. And 4 runs taken.
An over pitch delivery on the leg side. $15 for 1. Once again, he appeals that he feels that it has hit the pads. Nevertheless, they get a single.
That is the end of the second over from Nafis. Or is it?
It is, yes.
16 for 1 after 3. Fresh over from Ishan that has been swept away nicely. Desperate attempt there by the fielder in the D, but I think is crossed over. That should be a boundary.
Runs are flowing in.
Checking with the third umpire there. I felt that he had crossed over. There you go, the ball in his hands. He's beyond the ropes.
The ball and the fielder too did cross. Off the back foot, played to point, no run.
the loss of 1 wicket.
This time he goes for a mighty hit, misses it inside edge, gets a single.
Ishan to bowl to Arab now. Sachin was a little expensive when he bowled, trying to make up for it. Nicely bowled. I'm yet to see a delivery from Ishan that really turns in. All his deliveries have been going straight through. Yes, bowled well, hasn't given runs. That's more important. That's it, down the ground, in the air, and dropped.
Lot of action happening in the middle.
I just get a feeling that should have been taken.
It was a bit of a difficult catch. Still, he had the tip of his finger. Good attempt. But then always sometimes it says, in fact always it says that if you touch the finger, then it's a drop.
Yes,
but sometimes I feel it is a bit not a good one to, sometimes, sometimes in the slips, you stretch your hand, if it touches the finger, dropped. But if it goes through the gaps.
Yeah, sometimes you make an attempt, it goes down as a drop chance. 4 overs bowled. It's 23 for 1. Did they take a single of the last ball? I think they did. Yes, they did. 4 overs bowled, 24 for 1 is the score. Sarang is into the attack, starts off with a shortish delivery, pulled straight to the fielder at mid-on. Looking to defend there off the inside edge. That is a dot ball.
Sachin is sighting the ball well. Arav hits it in the air, and that goes for a boundary. He picked the gap. There was no fielder. Some time back we were talking about Sachin and Gavaskar. In fact, this academy's name emerges from those two little masters of Indian cricket. Played off the front foot.
Yes, a little master.
The name and it has been given by Hariharan, the coach, head coach of the team. And this time a drop. Hit in the air, straight to a fielder. Many adventurous things are happening in the middle.
Yes, and they're just trying to score runs at a very good rate here.
Look at that. Hit in the air. Straight to the fielder. Fumbles. Fortunately, he saves, but I think it has crossed the boundary. And this time, pulled away. A positive approach by the Little Masters. They've decided to go for their shots, come what may. They know the total is big and they have to play aggressive cricket.
Yes, so far so good. 5 overs bowled, 30 for 1.
Off the back foot, straight to a fielder.
Fresh over this. Got their job cut out. Oh, very well bowled. Very well bowled.
That was a beauty of a delivery. Lucky Arav is there. This is why I've been saying a lot of adventurous things are happening in the middle. This time off the back foot. Did not want to play anything dangerous or risky. Waiting for the loose ball.
Again looks to cut, misses.
Excellent line and length, excellent deliveries. A lot of concentration. Taken on the full, driven to mid-off, and they go for a single. That's what is needed. You keep pushing with singles and wait for the loose balls and to get the boundaries. Arrow moves to 14.
Beautiful delivery.
That was a beauty of a delivery from Ishan. Great over, great bowling. He's given away only 9 runs from his 3 overs.
6 overs bowled, power play done, it's 34 for 1.
A lot of parents have come watching their children play. Some of them encouraging them from the pavilion. Sarang into the attack.
9 runs in his first over, 34 for 1 in 6 overs right now. The score, they're ahead of their opponents at the end of the power play.
Off the back foot. Played cautiously. That was a good delivery. On the full drives, we have the front foot. They go for a single to long off. Sachin now faces Sarang. Tossed up, hit up in the air, and it lands in a vacant area, safe to get a single. Sachin does not hesitate to go for the big shots. This time hit in the air or two, but good enough to get a single.
There's 17 of 18 for Sachin, 16 of 19 for Arav.
Tossed up. Beautiful shot indeed. Spectacular. The moment it was up, went for it, swept it beautifully. What a lovely shot. Look at that. Step goes on his knees and beautifully sweeps it for a boundary. Lovely shot. A shot he can be proud of and go home and watch it again. As Sarang bowls, this time he misses, but a wide. 2 more to the total. The end of the 7th over, 43 for 1. Good delivery, played to the leg and goes for a single. Excellent contest in the middle. Ishan, who has been outstanding so far, bowls. This time he wavers in his length and bowls a wide.
It's too far outside the awesome there.
He has been accurate. He has bowled some lovely deliveries. Let's see what he does with this. Tossed up, play to long on, and they go for a single. The nice thing about this pair is that they're keeping the scoreboard moving. They try and get the singles. They also go for the good shots. This time, hit powerfully, straight to a fielder. No run. Long way to go. Off the back foot, straight to point, no run. Ishan is on mark. He has been brilliant, except for that one wide delivery he bowled this over. The last ball of the over, and his spell. Off the back foot, this time punched away. Have he picked the gaps, and it races to the boundary. A frantic effort by the fielder. He ends his over without getting any wicket. Gives away 16 runs. Must be disappointed that his last ball was hit for a boundary. But nevertheless, he bowled very well. And Little Master scores crossed the 50-run mark. 51 for 1 at the end of the 8th over. Off the back foot, straight to a fielder, no run. Sachin on 22 of 23 deliveries.
Excellent work so far done. Gone past 50 in their 8 overs itself. Outstanding effort indeed.
Sachin faces. This time powerfully hit to long off, and they go for a single. That brings Captain Arrow on strike.
Sarang into his third. Short ball, cut away. Straight to the fielder in the deep. Just a single it will be. Really turning out to be a very good partnership, but they still need to keep scoring these runs.
It is a tall score. They need to maintain the momentum this time, and loses his concentration, goes for a wild swing, and brilliantly stumped. Sarang strikes.
Yes, Sarang has given them a very important breakthrough. Sachin departs for 23 of 26. Much needed wicket this. And they are 2 down now for 53.
Stumped by Ethan. See, look at that delivery. Bowled on the spot, turned away, goes for a mighty swing, misses totally, and the agile Ethan stamps. Sachin had played a good knock. This was an unwarranted shot. The last ball of the over.
And looks like they're going to take drinks.
The intense battle is out there. Batsmen wanting to dominate the bowlers, and bowlers out to tie down the batsmen. And the new batsman is Rohit. Off the back foot. This is once again the situation of the single name, whether he is a Rohit Sharma or what we wouldn't know. However, he played that delivery correctly with caution.
He picked up 3 wickets when he bowled. He looked to contribute with the bat as well. Not be a bad idea for him to try and bat long.
Now the responsibility is on Arav's shoulder. A captain's knock like that was played by Desert Cup skipper. Well picked. Beats the fielder. Goes to super cover. Gets a single. Rashid is another leg spinner. We have seen already many leg spinners. Very well flighted. Rohit plays with caution but gets a single.
Rohit is off the mark now. Arab batting on 23 of 25. Rishit Raj into the attack. Full toss. Pushed away towards long on. Nafi's doing the fielding. Goes for the big shot on the full to the fielder.
The long off fielder judged it correctly, stopped it. Good shot. Arav faces Rashid and turns to the leg, gets a single. Lots of claps. Every run is being appreciated. Every delivery is being lauded. And this time, a full toss hit powerfully to long off for yet another single. 6 runs came off that over. End of the halfway mark, 59 for 2. They have to accelerate the run flow because in the first 10 overs they have taken 59, but in the next 10 overs they need 82, which means they have to accelerate, they have to play some big shots, and let us see.
Yes, the Desert Cubs, they got 40 odd runs in their first 10 overs. They've got a lot of runs in the next 10. So Little Masters will take inspiration from that.
That was basically because of Nafis's excellent knock.
Looks to cut there, outside edge. It's running away towards the third man fence. Pulled back. Appeal for a run out, but I don't think the umpire is interested. They pick up 2 runs.
Pransh is the bowler. This time play to long on and goes for a single. Nishant, I forgot to count the number of leg spinners we have seen in this junior tournament.
I have lost count as well.
That means there is a bundle of leg spin talent in this country to be groomed.
That's very good to see because it's a tough art.
Of course. This is once again played to deep. Oh, cut away. Brilliantly cut. The fielder ran in from long off, dived, and ensured that the ball doesn't cross the boundary. Priyansh to Arav this time.
For 2. Going on at 64 now, in fact, going on at 6 runs and over.
Hit in the air. And that's a 6. Brilliantly timed, brilliantly picked. Arav went for a shot. It was in the air and sailed over the boundary for a 6.
Yes, that was all timing there. Very well done. Short ball. Backs away and picks up a single.
70 for 2.
End of the 11th over, it's 71 for 2. That's it, straight down the ground, past everybody. That will be a boundary. So Arav beginning to cut loose here.
This is what is needed. Good strokes. He moves to 38.
Both captains producing good knocks.
Both proving that the academies have picked the right people to lead the side. As Rashid bowls, this time full toss, hit it powerfully, gets a single.
The captain not very pleased with something there. I think he doesn't want him to bowl full tosses.
That is true. In leg spin, that is. But this time, outs are beautifully executed. What a flowing shot that goes to the boundary. This time, it's from the Rohit's bat. Lovely shot. Look at the way he went for the shot. Beautiful off the front foot. And crosses the boundary. I love youngsters playing these shots.
There's 10 of 8 for Rohit. He is also getting into the act, and that's in the air and very nicely played. There's a fielder in the deep, will just be a single.
Rohit seems to be an aggressive batsman, like our Indian captain Rohit Sharma. This time beautifully picks the gap. Arav moves to 40. I love the shots they play all along the ground. This time pulled away, or what do you call this, scooped away for a single.
They're playing all sorts of shots here. 12 overs bowled, 83 for the loss of 2 wickets.
Really, it is enjoyable to watch this contest. Anybody's game at this stage. And it's also a battle of nerves, how to not be affected by the pressure and keep going, whether be it bowling or batting.
Play and a miss. Good delivery from Sarang there.
Sarang gets the turn. Bowls. This time, once again, it turns from the leg to the middle, and the batsman turns it to the leg and gets a single too.
.84 for 2, almost 7 and over right now.
Well flighted, taken on the full, driven powerfully, but straight to a fielder, no run. Arav is on 40. Sarang bowls. And this time it has been hit over the fielders, and it is 2 runs.
This is really going on pretty well at this point in time for them. They're just losing the trick here, Desert Cubs.
Arav faces Sarang. Plays to the leg. And they go for a single. Arav moves to 43.
Last ball of the 13th over here, 87 for the loss of 2 wickets. Nicely played. Rohit also seems to be batting pretty well to the occasion here. End of the over, 13 bowled, 88 for 2. Nafis is back in the attack now. Officially played. They wanted a single sent back. And rightly so there. Batting on 14 of 14. Oh, good shot. Land safe. It's a single. Nafis into his third over. Again goes over the top. This time wide of the fielder. But still will just be a single.
Nafis has introduced himself wanting a breakthrough. This partnership is getting stronger by the over.
That required rate going down, and Rohit has hit it way up in the air, and it's gone for 6. Good strike.
What a powerful hit that was. Very well picked and hit. As I said, Rohit has the aggression of Rohit Sharma as he bowls. Beautifully played to point. Excellent strokes. For all the parents who have come here, it must be a treat, a Saturday treat.
Yes, excellent game of cricket.
And there he hits in the air, straight to long off, and the single.
So end of the 14th over, 97 for 2.
As we see, the players for the senior match are coming. They are sitting and watching the juniors play. Well left. .44 needed from 36 balls. Front powerfully hit, well fielded. Rohit is a powerful hitter. Arshil has bowled the first two deliveries very well. But unfortunately, this one slips off his hand for a... What's the umpire's verdict? It's a... Yeah, it's a no ball, yes.
Yes, umpire was just trying to confirm whether the ball had landed beyond the crease or in front of it.
And it's a free hit for Rohit, who is already hitting hard. Will he make full use of this delivery? Yes, he does. And that goes for a boundary.
This is really turning out to be a brilliant run chase here. Fantastic stuff.
That also brings the 100. The score crosses the 100 mark. This time he hits it high and he's caught by the captain. Now he makes no mistake. The end of Rohit's innings. The captain had positioned himself for that shot and he's taken it. He's delighted to have that catch. Look at that. And he celebrates it. So end of this partnership. Great knock comes to an end. Arshil strikes. Is 26 of 23 deliveries at 2 boundaries and a 6. (102 for 3). 39 needed of 32 balls. It's very important that Arav carries the fight. He's settled. Vrundar is the new batsman.
Yes, he conceded too many runs.
So this is his chance to make amends, play a lovely innings. Outside slashed, but still no run. The last delivery of an eventful over from Arshil comes. A wicket taking over. This time powerfully hit to covers. No run. Very good over. Excellent over. So at the end of the 15th over, 102 for 3. And this time played elegantly off the for a single. Prajesh is the new bowler. Arav moves to 45. This time an inside edge could have played on.
As Varundar really needs to get going here. He hasn't had a great day with the ball. Now 3 dot balls. Full toss, driven. Hit that very well, but straight to the fielder in the deep.
Nevertheless, elegant looking shot, flowing drive, lovely. Arav, the man of the moment, faces Prajesh. This time beats the fielder, they go for a single. The fielder manages to stop despite slipping off.
Yes, good stop there. 36 of 26. Suddenly, that required rate is climbing up because last 2 overs have been good. And this is Arav on strike. Picks up a single there.
It's a big challenge. It looks like it's going to be a very close match.
Last ball of the over. Varundar on strike. That will be a wide. Too far outside the off stump.
This is the time they have to hold their nerves, bowl tight, stick to the basics, when in pressure. A great contest is on.
Arav drives it brilliantly. Straight to the fielder in the deep. Just a single. That will bring Varundar on strike. Rajesh into his second over. Very good first over from him. Cut away by Varundar. Quick single taken. Good running between the wickets.
Arshil, the many leg spinners we have watched. One more to the addition.
Yes.
I think UAE needs a camp of leg spinners.
Oh, big shot attempted. Completely missing it there.
This is a very, very risky shot. Took his eye off the ball. He's batting well. He says his eye is in. This time plays to long on and gets a single.
They need a few boundaries here, no two ways about it. Idea should be to get a few boundaries going. That brings Varundar on strike.
This time I think it could be a wide. Umpire is unmoved. Arshil bowls the last ball of the over. And hits it powerfully straight to a fielder. Pressure mounts, 31 from 19 balls. The end of the 17th over, 110 for 3. Arrow fishes. This time hit in the air. Gets a single. Moves to 49.
More than 10 runs and over needed here. Varundar goes for the big shot. Hasn't timed it well. Will pick up a single. Last 3 overs. Nafis got a lot of runs.
That was very, very crucial as Prajesh bowls. And hit in the air, and he gets his half century. Arrow reaches his 50 of 45 balls.
More real celebrations from him.
A clap from his dugout. Happy that the captain reaches his half century. This time Varundar hits to the leg, not connecting once again properly, but gets a single.
It's required rate now almost 12 and over. Arav on strike. And he goes straight down the ground. This is what he was trying to do of the previous delivery. This time connects it. What a strike.
We picked it right away. Actually, he celebrates his half century with a 6. Brilliant knock. Look at the way he picked it. What a treat to watch. Brilliant. This is the shot that will ease the pressure. And full toss. Hit very well, well fielded. They go for the second and makes it.
Just about makes it there. So after that 6, this couple works out well. 18 bowled, 122 for 3, 19 needed of 12.
Exciting moments here. Anything can happen as Arshil bowls. Vrinder hits in the air over the fielder. They get 2. $17 needed from 11 balls. It's going to be a close finish. Vrinder comes out once again. He hits it high. And this time, brilliantly fielded by the captain. I think he is hurt too. He is in pain, tremendous pain. But a brilliant save. They get 2 runs. It was a sure boundary. Is being attended. Look at that. He came and hit it high. Brilliant stop. Well backed up. And they cross for 2.
The umpire still confirming. While Nafis gets some attendance. I think the umpire wants a substitute fielder coming in. Can't
waste the time.
And it's called a boundary.
Oh.
All that effort for nothing.
I thought it was well backed, but I think it crossed the line. With consultation of a match referee, it has been concluded that it has crossed the boundary. So that makes it 13 from 10. Little Masters inching towards the target. The coaches are on their toes outside the boundary. Very good match on a Saturday. Very good first semi. The battle is on, and that is what is needed. Such battles groom youngsters into strong cricketers.
Still waiting for Nafis, it seems. Captain after all.
They're waiting for the captain to recover, but the captain is still on the floor. As the match starts, and it has been hit over the fielder, and they go for a single. So 12 needed of 9 balls.
It's gotten a lot better, the equation for Little Masters.
That 6 that Arrow hit made a lot of difference. And this time leaves it alone. 2 more deliveries to go in this over. Arshil bowls. This time hit powerfully to the leg. They go for 1, they go for the second.
Very good running between the wickets. Arav is turning it on. Very similar knocks by both captains.
He moves to 60. A great responsible knock. Is carrying the mantle of his team's batting. This time on the leg, beautifully turned away. They go for 1, they're going for the second, and a fumble, and that has been easy. Missed their run out.
Yes, he didn't collect the ball there. Was more keen on removing the bails.
The throw was accurate, and that makes it 8 runs from 6 balls. The last over they need 8 runs. Anybody's game even now. That's Sharjah Cricket Stadium, well known for its nail-biting finishes. The history of this stadium has many such matches. And you are watching from that stadium, and also these youngsters are playing on that pitch. As Prajesh bowls the last over, Virender faces. They go for a single to long off, makes it 7 of 5 balls.
Yes, it is not going to be easy for sure.
Holding the nerves and getting those runs. Beautifully hit, and that's a 6. What a shot, what a confident shot from the captain. That has virtually sealed the match.
Yes, and of course scores level now.
A brave shot. This lean, talented all-rounder deserves a pat. What a shot.
Brilliant strike, just sealing the match here. No two ways about it.
And Prajesh bowls. And that's the victory run. Arrow hits the victory shot. A man who carried the entire innings on his shoulders. Unbeaten on 69 of 52 balls. Well backed by Virender with 12 runs. They have won with 3 balls to spare. Little Masters Cricket Academy is in the final of the CBFS Juniors Under 14 tournament.
Yes, Arav unbeaten on 69 of 52. The support came very well from Sachin and Rohit, getting 20s. And of course, they win this game with 3 balls to spare. Brilliant batting performance this by the Little Masters. As far as the bowling was concerned, they were always a little behind when it came to the bowling performance. Nafis, pick of the bowlers, 1 for 23, Sarang 1 for 23 and Arshil 1 for 19. The others not quite there. Little Masters won the toss. They elected to bowl first. They thought bowling first was good and they really managed to do it. Fine innings from Nafis there. 74 not out of 57 deliveries, and took the score to 140 from a near impossible situation. But in reply, he was outdone by his opposite number, the captain, getting 69 unbeaten of 52 balls and winning the game with 3 balls to spare.
It's a creditable win for Little Masters. This academy was started only in 2020. So a 2-year-old academy showing signs of great promise. Defeating Desert Cups is indeed creditable. The under-12 team has already been in the final, so it is not a double for Desert Cups. Little Masters now in the middle for a shoot and celebrating their victory.
Yes, we'll come back tomorrow with the second semi-final between Bisparan and Telichri. And of course, right now it's time to say goodbye from the junior CBFS T20 League. We'll be back with the senior action soon.